Now that you and I are married, you're going to be my family's servant. There is nowhere for you to run.
I was so shocked by how your mother's attitude changed the moment the judge pronounced us husband and wife. I've never seen anything like it.
She was so happy. Now we finally have someone we can force to do all of our chores while we live off of the money that you make from your job.
Did you really just marry me so that you would have someone to take care of all your chores?
Of course I did. It was the perfect plan. Now we have our own servant who will work non-stop to make sure we're happy. You'll never get any sleep and only do what we tell you to do.
But I go to work during the day. Are you really not going to let me sleep at all?
You're going to be working until my mom falls asleep, and then you're going to do whatever I tell you to do until the morning. This will be your life now.
But I can't live a life like that. Nobody can. I'll divorce you.
Good luck. I'll never let that slide. I'll never sign those divorce papers.
So you really think you've trapped me into a corner with no means of escape, huh? I thought something was up when you invite your mom to come to the courthouse for our ceremony.
What is weird about that? Isn't it natural for a mom to want to be there for her son when he gets married?
Well, you know that the whole courtroom gave you and your mom a bunch of weird looks when she shouted at the top of her lungs that I would have nowhere to run now, right?
Whatever. I am sure they all saw that and just thought that she was so excited for her son to be getting married. I bet everyone thought it was rather cute.
They all looked pretty queasy, actually. I'm not some tool that you can just use until I break, you know. I'm a human with limits, and I have rights.
No, not anymore. Now you are nothing but my servant. You'll do nothing but earn money and work for us until you drop. You don't even have the right to say no to me.
And did your mom have to go through this same thing when she and your dad got married too?
My grandma died early, and so my mom never had a mother-in-law to deal with.
So then she just thinks that this is what mothers-in-law are supposed to do? Torture their sons' wives until they have nothing left?
I am sure that you'll get used to it soon. You'll learn to love your new life soon. But then again, I don't really care one way or the other if you do.
And this is what you think a happy and healthy marriage is supposed to look like.
By the way, I saw you talking to that notary at her help window. Just what were the two of you talking about?
She told me there was some trouble with the paperwork and that she would have to refile some things.
So then that means all the paperwork is going to go through then. That's great.
Are you and your mom still eating?
That's right. Mom took me out to grab some fancy French cuisine as a celebration for my wedding.
Wow. Well, that sure sounds nice.
As of tomorrow, you are going to be moving in with my family. Make sure that you have your bags packed tonight, got it?
What? You expect me to move in tomorrow?
That's what my mom is saying anyways.
And you just parrot whatever your mom tells you to, don't you?
There is no point in doing anything if it doesn't make my mom happy. Anyways, as of tomorrow, your new life as my wife starts. So you better get ready for it. I am going to go out and enjoy my final day as a single man.
Well, I sure hope that you have fun with that.
Oh, I will. I might even go to a strip club with some of the boys.
My name is Letty, and I am a 33-year-old businesswoman. Who does this creep think he is? Does he really think I have no means of escape? I'll just hire a lawyer and force the divorce through. That's what someone might normally think. But I have a plan for my husband and his evil mother. If I just run away now, then surely there is going to be a second victim of theirs. They have to be stopped. 2 years ago, one of my heels got caught in a grate and I couldn't move. That was when Charlie showed up and saved me. As a way of saying thank you, I gave him my number, and not long after that, we began to date. It wasn't long before I had met his mother and he proposed to me. His mom was truly kind to me and talked all the time about how she felt that she had gained a new daughter. I remember how kindly I thought she smiled at me. It was only later that I learned that this was all an elaborate act. At our wedding, Charlie's mom shouted out for joy that she had a new servant and that I was never going to get away. Everyone around us was murmuring and staring. The moment our papers were processed and stamped, Charlie's mom's attitude completely changed. In order to go through with my plan, I decided to go ahead and live with his mom and go through what seemed like hell.
Did you change your clothes like a good servant when you got home?
I really wish you wouldn't make me wear this chain around my neck. Don't you think that's just a little distasteful?
Shut up, servant. How dare you question something that my mother came up with?
But it's really heavy and pulls down hard on my neck. I hate wearing it.
Is my servant still whinging and whining? Don't you have some work that you should be doing?
Look, I really don't mind about eating you and your mom's leftovers in the hallway or being forced to take 5-minute-long cold showers. I don't even care that you two use up all of my money. But this chain is just too much.
But how else are you going to remember that you're our servant if you're not wearing that?
You don't understand. It makes it hard to breathe. Please just let me take it off, Charlie.
Well, okay. I'll ask my mom, but I seriously doubt that she'll let you get away with that.
Also, I wanted to talk about something else. I don't think you've been going to work lately. Did you quit your job or something?
Well, you make $5,000 a month, don't you? Why would I bother going to work then?
I see. So then, did you quit your job?
Also, you know my mom. She likes walking over to the casino and passing the time there. And now that we have our own personal servant, you can make sure she has enough money to always be able to go.
Oh, well, I am just so happy that she can live her best life on my dime.
By the way, I can't help but notice that you haven't gotten pregnant yet. Are you defective or something? What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I don't really know. It's anyone's guess, really.
Well, I guess we can't send you to the hospital. They would see all the bruises I left if they examined you. What to do?
Besides, your mom told me that I wasn't allowed to use any money for myself if I was going to the hospital.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try even harder then, won't we? My mom is getting sick of dealing with just you and has been grumbling about wanting grandchildren.
Well, I certainly hope that I can give your mom every little thing that she wants in this life.
Good. And make sure you apologize to her for failing to do so as of yet. You better get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Show some more respect to your mother-in-law.
Of course. I will be sure to cry and plead. I only hope that it's enough for her.
And what about my dinner? What are my mom and I having tonight?
Well, you're having steak, of course. Just like you asked, Charlie.
Wow. Well, that sure makes you lucky, doesn't it? You can make sure to eat all the fatty bits that we don't eat.
Thank you so much for being so generous to me. It means a lot.
You really ought to be grateful. It's thanks to us putting you on this leftover diet that you finally started to lose some weight. We really are killing 2 birds with 1 stone, aren't we?
Yeah, of course. And just like you asked, I'm only drinking water on my lunch breaks as well, so don't worry about that.
Good. I'm glad to hear that you're finally settling into obeying our orders.
Well, I guess I'll just get back to work then. No point in sitting around here.
That's the spirit. Make sure you make lots of money for us.
Yes, I promise to try my best to make enough money for you both. Are you two both here now?
We are. Mom told me that you're still not home yet. Are you walking somewhere or something? I'm about to get home, so you better get back and start making dinner.
That's right. We always have dinner at 7:30. Where is my food? Shut your mouths, you pieces of trash.
Excuse me? What did you just say to us? Who do you think you are?
I think I just called you both what you really are. Big pieces of walking trash.
How dare a servant like you talk to your master like this? What's the matter with you?
Oh, man. Oh, I'm laughing so hard that my stomach hurts. Just who do you think you're calling a servant? You two are just jobless leeches living off of my hard work.
You apologize to my mother right now. You can't talk to her like that.
If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be you to me.
I guess we haven't trained you enough yet, have we? You get back here right now and put on your collar like a good servant.
I am never going to go back to that house. Do you understand me?
Excuse me? Do you really think that you're going to get away with this?
I have had just about enough of the garbage spilling from your mouth. I have kept quiet for the past 5 months, but I have reached my limit. I can't take it anymore.
Are you trying to fight back against us? We're your masters and you have to listen to us. What do you think you're going to accomplish by running away? I'll divorce you. Is that what you want?
That's right. That moment you married my son, you agreed to be our servant, and I am not going to let you escape. But didn't you know? Charlie and I aren't even married.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean?
Are you really that stupid? Did you forget who your husband is? I watched you submit the paperwork to the notary. I saw you do it with my own eyes.
That's right. They took the paperwork and said that they filed it.
Well, then you go to the courthouse and check their records for yourself. I'm sure you'll see that we are, in fact, not married.
No, that isn't true. What are you talking about?
Do you remember when I was called back to the notary's desk the day we got married?
Well, yeah, I remember that, but so what?
And do you know what I told her when I went to the window?
What did you tell her?
I whispered to her to return that paperwork to me. And she folded it in half and gave it back to me.
I don't believe this. So, you mean that we're really not even married? It was never submitted?
Of course not. There is no way that I would ever marry a man like you.
But why have you been living here with us if you two aren't even married? Maybe she actually enjoys living as our servant.
Of course I don't think this has been fun. I just stayed here to gather up evidence.
Evidence? What are you talking about?
I am talking about videos, recordings, pictures, all kinds of evidence that I can use against the two of you.
Oh no, this is bad. I order you to get rid of all of those.
I risked my life to get these. There is no way that I am going to be getting rid of any of this. You must really be an idiot if you think I would ever do that.
How dare you speak to me like that? You need to learn some respect, servant.
I don't plan on obeying a batty old woman like you anymore. Do you hear me?
Don't you talk to my mother like that. What's the matter with you? You clearly need more training and discipline. Get back here right now so that we can punish you.
Yeah! Get back here so we can punish you, servant! I think it's sweet that you two morons have each other to keep each other company at least.
You're pregnant right now, aren't you? If you are, then maybe I'll forgive you for what you've done. Just come back and we can talk this out.
Of course I'm not pregnant. There is no way that I would be.
What? But why? We weren't using any birth control. Don't tell me that you're barren.
I used a little thing called an IUD. I had it placed inside me.
What the hell is that? Isn't that a bomb or something?
Wow, you are way more stupid than I thought. Google is free, you know.
Don't you sass me.
But I don't really think you even know how to make a baby. You do realize nothing happens in the belly button, right?
Don't you try and tell me how to make babies.
Anyways, I am going to make sure that you pay me back for all my money that you stole.
What are you talking about? We're family. You have a duty to help support all of us.
I already told you that you and I aren't married. Did you already forget? Or are you just illiterate?
Quit using big words like that.
I can't believe that you actually quit your job thinking that I would be willing to dedicate my life just to work for you two. Good luck making it now with no job and just your mom's retirement checks.
Give us money to make it through a couple more months at least.
No, I don't think I'll be giving you anything other than a court summons.
But why? You're supposed to be our servant.
Well, you won't need any money, really. You'll be in jail, you see.
Jail? What are you talking about?
I told you that I was gathering evidence, didn't I? Well, I'm going to use it to see that you're arrested. I have doctor's notes describing what you've done to me as well.
A doctor's note? But I didn't give you enough money to see a doctor.
I talked to an occupational health specialist.
I thought I told you to quit using big words around me. Quit trying to trick me.
Okay, let me explain in very simple terms for you. A doctor comes to my office several times a month and offers regular checkups.
No, you're kidding me. This can't be.
I showed the doctor the bruises on my stomach and back, and he told me that I should go to the police right away. But I explained to him why I needed to wait just a little bit longer.
Do you really want to try and send us to jail that badly?
Oh, trust me. I really, really do. I think the world would be much better without you two loose in society. That is why I am doing all of this. You'll have to pay for what you've done in jail.
Go to the police and tell them that you were just joking. Tell them you filed a false report.
And just why do you think that I would do anything like that?
Because my mom is getting up there in age. You can't really expect to do this to a poor old lady, can you?
Oh, I don't think she's nearly as innocent as she pretends to be. And besides, she really isn't that old. I am sure she has plenty of healthy years ahead of her to spend in jail.
You think my mom is going to make it in jail? What is the matter with you? You're horrible. How can you send a woman like her into jail? That's right. I'll kill you before I let that happen.
Oh, so I guess that we add threats to the list of charges that the police can bring up against you.
No, wait. My mom was just joking. She didn't really mean that.
Was it a joke? It sure didn't feel that way to me at all.
You tricked us for all this time, lying to our faces, and now you're going to the cops? How dare you? Don't you know all we've done for you?
What you've done for me? What are you talking about? You fed me cold leftovers, barely let me shower, made my life a living hell. What is there to be grateful for?
That should be more than enough for a servant. What are you complaining about?
Well, you can go ahead and try to convince the judge of that in court, can't you?
I'll never forgive you. You won't get away with this.
Oh, I think I will. I am going to be suing you for all that you did to me. I am going to make you pay for the money that you stole and the mental anguish that you caused me. It should be more than $100,000 at a minimum.
Oh, please. Are you crazy? There is no way that you can make us pay that much money to you.
You have no idea. You owe me far more than that. But I am going to bleed you for that much money. Mark my words.
If anyone deserves to get that kind of money, it's us.
Well, I have to say, you are staying strong until the very end, aren't you?
Charlie, listen to me. If I get arrested, I am going to take all of the blame. Don't admit to anything. Do you understand? Mom, are you sure about that? Are you really sure? That's right. Instead, I want you to go out and hire the best lawyer you can find to save me. We're going to beat this together. Okay, son? Find a job as soon as you can, hire a lawyer, and save your mother. Wait, what? You want me to go back to work? Ugh, no thanks, man. What are you talking about? You're a man. It's your job to work. But I thought we were making Letty work, weren't we? Don't make up excuses. Just do what I tell you to, all right? I don't want to work, and I don't want to go to jail. Both sound pretty sucky. Don't be so selfish. I'm your mother, and it's your responsibility to help me.
Well, don't worry. I have great news for the two of you. You both are going to be getting arrested. So this whole fight is just pointless.
No! He has to protect me! He has to do what I say!
Well, I guess I just hope the best for you two. By the way, I am going to be submitting this whole conversation as evidence too.
Wait, yeah, Mom, we can't keep talking here anymore.
talking about? Don't be stupid. There is no way that text can be evidence. I don't know about that. This is the 21st century. Texts are more than admissible. Wait, is that really true? When did that happen? Oh no, this is really bad.
Mom, I think we need to run. We can't stay here.
You're right. We've got to get out of here.
You're at the casino, right? Don't worry. I'll come and pick you up.
Just make sure that you pack up my bags for me, okay? Pack lots and lots of clothes for me.
Of course. We won't let Letty get away with this.
No, we won't. We're going to make her pay for what she's done. You hear me? We're going to get you back. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that'll happen. Looking forward to it. While Charlie's mom was at the casino and he was packing up all of her things at home, the police went to their respective locations and arrested them both. They did a lot of horrible things. I've purposely omitted a lot of what they did to me because it's too shocking to tell. I've also blocked some of it out of my mind. Even my lawyer was tearing up as I told her my story. I was glad to be out of the situation, but happier to find out that they were going to jail. Since neither Charlie nor his mother had that much money, they'll probably spend the rest of their sorry lives having their wages garnished after they're out of jail. I had a friend of mine leak some of my story to the press, and Charlie and his mother's faces were plastered all over the news. I only hope that from now on, no one ever falls for their trap again. My parents were furious with me and asked why I would put myself in such a dangerous situation. But they were crying tears of joy that I was safe now. All I want to do now is go travel and forget about all my horrible experiences. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time!